to give all of you the necessary tools and skills to find innovative solutions to the new problems we are facing every day. How do we want to make it? By learning more about nanotechnology and solutions that are being researched nowadays. Once you know how science is working on these topics, you'll learn how they can be mixed with arts to let your creativity thrive. Today's application is about our shared cultural heritage and how we are using nanotechnology to protect and preserve it. Tangible cultural heritage includes things such as paintings, buildings, books, statues, shipwrecks, parks and gardens, but also fossils and other ancient artifacts. It's important to protect it because it allows us to understand better our past and where we come from, which means they represent unique social and economic resources for our regions and countries. But a lot of microorganisms can grow in all the materials they are made of, and yes, even in stone. This is why heritage science is using nanotechnology to avoid these microorganisms to grow in them. In this video we are going to see some examples of how heritage has been damaged and a way we currently use to protect it against water damage. Let's start with damage in the heritage. We could think it's more vulnerable. For instance, we can see the damage in this book. As you can see, all those dots in the book front are microorganisms feeding and growing in the book pages. In order to save it, they've used magnesium oxide nanoparticles and they cleaned the pages thoroughly. This kind of deterioration can be found in canvases as well. But no place is safe from damage. Despite what we can think, buildings are highly vulnerable. Their exteriors are exposed to all types of weather conditions, which by itself could damage them enough. But stone objects under the right conditions provide exactly the right conditions to facilitate the growth of cyanobacteria, fungi, plants and trees, while their damp, dark interiors can make it an ideal home for other species such as mold. As you can see in this picture, you can appreciate the damage over the years in a cathedral stone. If we don't protect our buildings, they will end up collapsing. This is why scientists develop water-repellent materials and antimicrobial coatings. Here we have a normal sheet of paper. If we dip it in water, it gets soaked. So, in order to protect it, we have already sprayed it with some water-repellent solution on it. In real life, if we wanted to protect actual heritage, this solution would contain an active bactericidal or fungicidal agent that would kill microorganisms. Now, since we already sprayed the solution, we can pour, let's see, some water on it. Let's see how it works. See, carefully. See. As you can see, the water won't reach the paper, so it's protected. Since bacteria and fungi are the main microorganisms that thrive on heritage, we are going to carry a little research to show that they are everywhere you can think of. We are going to create an optimal growth material for bacteria to thrive, and for that we are going to need the following materials. We take 1 chicken broth cube and dissolve it in 1 liter of boiling water. So we need, first of all, 1 liter of boiling water. Let's see, pour it, and we heat it. And we put 1 chicken broth. Regarding the jelly we are using, we put enough to make a thick jelly. And we pour it and we dissolve it. Once we have our solid jelly pieces, we can start our research. We can let some of them closed with tin foil as a control group. We can touch one of them directly, just with 2 fingers. There we go. And label it. Fingers. And we can spray another one with glass cleaner. Let's see. Glass cleaner. And after that we touch it and identify it. Glass cleaner. And the other one, we can spray some alcohol and then touch it with our fingers. Or that's it. We'll have to wait some days for bacteria to grow and see our results. Remember, optimum conditions for most bacteria is 37 degrees and no UV light. And for mold it's 24 degrees and no UV light. We had these ones for almost a week in cold conditions, so they grow slower. And here we can see, as our control group, they didn't have anything, and because we keep it closed. And the same goes for our glass cleaner and alcohol. They remain the same, but our fingers, as you can see, our fingers, yeah, there you go. We saw how all our buildings and knowledge can be more fragile than we thought at first. This is why scientists put all their work into it, to protect all our legacy and keep our past alive. I'll see you on the next Eureka video. Keep experimenting!